What is up, fam squad? We are back. It is like 1 a.m. here, and I'm really tired, but I'm going on a trip this weekend, and I want to make sure that I'm uploading to the second channel. Today, I think we finally cracked the code on Mega Scolipede. Now, Mega Scolipede is a Pokemon that I had high hopes for, but it ended up just not kind of panning out. That mon is actually kind of garbage. But my friends Tim and Blake, we've been messing around with Mega Scolipede, and we found that Mega Scolipede actually pairs quite well with a Focus Sash Annihilate. But yeah, so this is my version of the team. My friend Blake has put out their version of the team. I'll link it down in the description as well. They run a soft Trick Room mode with Mawile, but I figured that I'll stick to what I know. I personally love running a Combine Floette on my version of the team. But yeah, effectively what we're doing is we are pairing a Scolipede with a Focus Sash, Defiant, Coaching, and Taunt Annihilate. As what this allows us to do is go for Protect with our Scolipede on turn 1, Coaching boosted. If they want to lead off with Intimidate user, we get +1 close combat, allowing us to get rid of the Incineroar, as that's likely the Pokemon that we're having to deal with. We have Rage Fist as our main ghost move, just because like Shadow Claw is already not like the strongest move. You might as well just go to Rage Fist, since if you get hit once, you know, it becomes a 100 base power move. Taunt is there to stop Trick Room. We also have the option to go for the Coaching and the Swords Dance on turn 1 with Scolipede. After our stat boost, we'll be able to outrun most Pokemon in the metagame. Specifically, I believe we hit 113 speed. No, what am I saying? Specifically, we are hitting enough speed where we're outrunning, like, basically Garchomp. At which point, our 140 base attack with a boosted Leech Life will be able to deal tons of damage, and we just become ridiculously difficult to KO on the physical side of things. We pair this with a multi-scale, Tailwind, Scale Shot, Low Kick, and Extreme Speed Dragonite, as it's just like a really solid pairing with Scolipede. It's a good Annihilate coaching target, but also it's just able to deal with a lot of Pokemon that Scolipede doesn't want to deal with, while Scolipede bodyguards it from the various fairy types in the format with Gunk Shot. We have a Passion Berry Incineroar, Fake Out, Flare Blitz, Parting Shot, and Throat Chop, and we have a Citrus Berry bulky Basculegion. Let's go ahead and get into it. Select this team. What? Yes, no, hold on. This team does have 6 Pokemon. This team does have 6 Pokemon. Hello? Is he gonna do it? I guess we have to relaunch. This happens sometimes. Okay, let's try this again. Rank battles. Ultra Ball. The Scolipede team. There we go. There we go. So, actually, no, this is a pretty good Scolipede matchup. Yeah, usually around this tier, you just see a ton of Staraptor. People just heard it was good, and they, like, don't know how to use it. I really like Annihilate here. It's very easy to stop Trick Room as long as they're not Mental Herb. Scolipede becomes very difficult to KO. I can bring my Basculegion in the back, and I think Final Mon, there's no real need for the Dragonite, so we just bring Incineroar. There's 4 physical guys. And that's one of the main drawbacks of the team. If you don't go Floette, you have, like, no special attackers. But it's fine, because the matchups where you bring Scolipede are very, like, specific matchups like this, right? So it's not like it's that big of an issue. All right. Grimmsnarl or Oranguru. I can Taunt here pretty easily and Swords Dance. Swords Dance up. I mean, is there a need to get the speed boost? I don't think there's a real need to get the speed boost. We outspeed basically everything when we Mega Evolve anyways. So I'll Swords Dance up. Taunt. If we're assuming that it's not Mega Raichu here, we're in a good spot. Yeah, no need for the speed boost. Alright, let's see if this thing's running Mental Herb. It is not, in fact, running Mental Herb. So as long as they didn't go for Psychic here, we're in a very good position. Spirit Break, going to give me a Defiant boost. And yeah, no Trick Room. We're in a very good spot here. I'm just going to go for Leech Life and a Coaching, and we're in a pretty dominant position. +3 attack, +1 defense Scolipede with Leech Life into a team with no Trick Room is very good. I don't know why you're light screening here, dude. There's like a physical attacker right in front of you. Maybe they misclicked. Anyways, this thing's gone. Coaching up. Leech Life. If they want to go T-Tar, pretty sure we're fine. I mean, it's a +2 defense Scolipede at that point. Yeah, there's T-Tar. T-Tar will drop to a single Leech Life here, so... I'm also +2 attack, so to be honest, I can just close combat. I'm going to go for the Gunk Shot close combat. Could they protect? Yeah, I don't really care. All right, easy one shot, and let's see if we can connect this Gunk Shot. You do need Gunk Shot to pick up the KOs into a lot of Pokemon. We do miss the Gunk Shot though. Yeah, Gunk Shot's 80 accuracy. It sucks, but yeah, you do need it. It's kind of mandatory. Poison Jab just ain't doing it. For example, +1 Gunk Shot on base Scolipede is enough to OHKO certain Delphoxes. And that's important that you KO in base form because you lose speed when you Mega Evolve. So there are some situations where that's like important. Let's go ahead and just go Incineroar. It's all physical attackers now. Mimikyu. I'm not really concerned with Mimikyu. Let's go ahead and Gunk Shot here. Go for the Flare Blitz. I guess I should have Throat Chopped. I don't take any recoil, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I might get the burn. That'd be kind of cool. Not that it really matters at this point. Gunk Shot. Just annihilate the Grimmsnarl. Let's see if we get this burn. Nope. You know, I never realized that if you Flare Blitz Disguise, since Disguise itself is what determines the damage that it takes after the fact, you don't actually take any recoil on Flare Blitz because you did 0 damage with the move, and then Disguise breaks and that causes the damage. I didn't know that. All right, yeah, +1, not doing much. Gunk Shot should just get you. Nice. It was an incredible game for Scolipede. I mean, like, it was the right matchup for it. They had, like, a horrible Scolipede matchup. Very rare that someone has a terrible Scolipede matchup. This thing is meant to just be, like, a flex Pokemon, where it's like, is this the optimal pick for the tournament or for the ladder? No, but it's kind of cool that you're running it, and that's most of the point. All right. Not sure how many games I'm going to get. Okay. This is a interesting game to say the least. What is this? Lucario, Salandit makes it kind of hard to bring my Floette safely. But Dragonite also makes it kind of easy to do that. You could make the case that if they don't bring the Salandit, Scolipede's actually in a really great spot here, so I'm going to try that. We're going to do Scolipede Annihilate. I'll bring the... Did I do Scolipede Annihilate? I could do Scolipede Incineroar and get away with it too. Scolipede Incineroar might be a little bit better. Do Scolipede Incineroar, Basculegion, and then Final Mon Dragonite. Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, the defense boost would have been nice with the coaching, but I think we'll be okay. All right. This channel is partnered with GamerSupps. If you want to support my work and get great tasting drinks, you can order GamerSupps through my link in the description down below or with code Moxie boosted at checkout for 10% off. GamerSupps is a caffeinated product that I recommend only to my 18+ viewers, but my link will send you to their caffeine-free product section just in case. Every product purchased through my link supports my channel financially, so I'd really appreciate the support. Now back to the video. Sylveon and Salazzle. I forget how fast Salazzle is. Let's go for Protect here. And I'm going to Parting Shot out. I could also just Throat Chop the Sylveon, but I think Parting Shot's a little bit better. How fast is Salazzle? They just switch out anyways. Yeah, Parting Shot's nice here. Let me check the Salazzle's base speed. Psychic. Okay, buddy. That's 117. This is a gunk shot that has to happen. Let's go into Basculegion here. Cannot afford not to gunk shot. Do get a speed boost. From this position, I'm actually not even going to bother Mega Evolving because it's Gunk Shot and Wave Crash. The two will KO the Sylveon. And if I get a second speed boost, I should outspeed the Salazzle when it comes back in. I'm uncertain if I outspeed the Salazzle like when I Mega Evolve right now. I'm only at +1, but at +2 I will. Gyarados. Oh, that's not good. That's actually very not good. I didn't think it'd be Mega Gyarados. I have not seen a Mega Gyarados in a long time. Do you one-shot my guy? I need this to KO now. Okay, that does KO. That's good. That's good. Scolipede can hold its own against Mega Gyarados. I do get the crit, which matters a lot. But let's see. Power Whip. Okay. I'm pretty sure Crunch is just as strong. Gonna get a pretty strong Wave Crash here, not that it matters. Actually, that might straight up send it in range of, that might have actually sent it in range of, Leech Life at -1. It's a strong Leech Life. There's Lucario. Okay. So, from this position, there truly isn't a reason not to just Swords Dance up and go into my Incineroar. Like, Scolipede has an incredible defense stat. It's likely not a special Lucario. Even if it is, like, what are we concerned about? Flash Cannon? It's not doing that much. I'll get up to a permanent +1, and I have, like, enough speed to outspeed everything in the opponent's side of the field. We're in a good spot. Shadow Ball? Okay. I love Ultra Ball. This place is just, it's insane. It's insane the things you see here. Just click Crunch, man! You not have Crunch? That'd be so weird. Ultra Ball's a weird place. I'm gonna click Leech Life now. Even if the Salazzle comes in, it's a strong move. It is a special Lucario. We'll see if it's... Does this thing have inner focus? I'm pretty sure it does. We'll see if it's inner focus. Alright, that will KO. 100%. Nope, not inner focus. Out comes the Salazzle, and... yeah, I mean, I feel pretty confident I can just go for Protect. We have Basculegion and everything in the back. I'll go for the Flare Blitz here into the Lucario. Alright. Fire Blast, okay. Can I take an Aura Sphere? Yes, I can. Incineroar's ridiculous. And we covered for the Sash possibility. The Sash is likely on the freaking Salazzle anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And what I'm just going to do here is I'm going to go into... Because we're going to drop from Recoil. I'm going to go into my Basculegion. We'll click Aqua Jet. We'll click Leech Life, and that'll be the game. Yep, good game. Let's get one or two more. I mean, so far, the Scolipede's going pretty well. I think I've earned my free Floette game in case I need to go Floette. Floette just... Floette's going to show up to most of the weather matchups. If we smell a Charizard, that's where Floette shows up. All right. Ooh. You could make the case that this is actually a Scolipede game. That being said, it's certainly just a Floette game. Yeah, Floette's incredible here. I can just lead Floette, Calm Mind up, and act like no one even bothers me, you know? Let's go Annihilate. The only thing is that King Gambit and Zoroark have really good synergy, so I'm going to have to close combat into what's probably a Zoroark anyways, but there's no way around it. We will bring the Dragonite in the back. Actually, we'll bring Basculegion. And do I bring Dragonite in the back, or do I bring Incineroar? I think I bring Incineroar. Which is a little iffy, but should be fine. A Farigiraf Tamer. Ooh. Alright. Garchomp Electros. Yeah, I got a pretty good lead here. Let's go ahead and... Dude, to be honest, I'm tempted to go for Coaching. I'm tempted to go for Coaching just for the defense boost. And I'm just going to straight up Calm Mind like a freak. I'm going to do it. I'm a freak. I'm fully convinced that they did not bring Zoroark at all. And even if they did, it's not the most threatening Pokemon right now. Like, it's going to, what, KO my Annihilate? Okay. Yep, Electros. That is definitely a real Garchomp. Probably just going to click Earthquake. I'll get a Calm Mind boost. I'll get a defense boost here. I can go into my Incineroar. Lower that thing's stats even more. We see that I'm actually faster than it. Thank you. That's an Adamant Garchomp. Get a Calm Mind. Oh my god, wait. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. I'm a little confused. Am I not Timid Floette? I'm supposed to be Timid Floette. I think I'm modest. That might be an oopsie on my part. I am supposed to be modest. Or timid. Don't paralyze me. That would suck. I got paralyzed. That sucks. Okay, it's not that bad. Am I modest? I'm supposed to be timid. Yeah, I'm modest. Okay, not that bad. I can go for the Draining Kiss. I don't take a lot of damage from Garchomp. And we'll just go right into Incineroar here. Get all my health back. I gotta fix that after this match. I was gonna say, how did my Annihilate move first out of every Pokemon on the field? Earthquake should not do much to the Floette, but I need to not get paralyzed here. Flash... Oh my god. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what happens when you train your Pokemon wrong. That's not good. I think I just lose. I think I just lose. I mean, Bask isn't in the worst position. But, yeah, it's not good. I can go for Last Respects and Fake Out. Do Electros. Might be able to get away with this. I'm a pretty fat Basket Legion. So I'll be able to eat the hits up. Let's see if I'm faster than the Electros. I am not faster than the Electros. That's good info for the next turn. Not sure how much it's going to matter, because that was really bad what just happened. That being said, I am faster with my Annihilate, so I could coaching up, and that wouldn't be that bad. There's King Gambit, never mind. Actually, how bad is that? They're going to probably Sucker Punch me anyways. They're going to Sucker Punch that Annihilate. I know they're about to Sucker Punch that Annihilate. I'm going to go for the coaching and the Wave Crash, and we'll see if that KOs. Because I think if I can get past this thing... Okay, no, they don't Sucker Punch. Okay, that's fair. Now, I know I can eat a Sucker Punch. It's just everything after that sucks. I also really doubt this KOs, but let's see. Wave Crash. It'd be really crazy if they don't Sucker Punch me. This game is basically lost. I have to fix that flow at. I'm supposed to be timid. I just withdraw the King Gambit. Oh, okay. Maybe that was the fake King Gambit? Which would make no sense. Why they would, you know. Let's see. Who's the fake King Gambit? This is the real one. And that's incredible for me because I can Aqua Jet now. And assuming they just want to go for... Let's just Aqua Jet. Nah, I'm going to be a freak. I'm going to go for Last Respects, calling them to Protect Earthquake. I know they can Sucker Punch, but they know I can Aqua Jet. Let's just see if we get lucky. No, we don't. Yeah, I mean, that game was a lost cause anyways after I lost Floette. But let's go ahead and adjust the Floette. I mean, the paralysis also mattered. Like, I do have to point that out. Getting parried and then losing Floette was not good. All right, let's adjust that real quick. Edit team. Edit team. You are supposed to be timid, Mr. Floette. Sorry, Mrs. Floette. Timid nature. I just hate getting outsped by Garchomp. I'd rather play the speed tie. It is interesting to note that was an adamant... Wait, how did I get outsped? How did Annihilate go first? So it... Okay, so I lost a speed tie then. Because that's Adamant Max Speed Chomp. It has to be Adamant Max Speed Chomp to outspeed my Floette because we're the same speed tier. So what happened is I had the nature wrong. I was modest, making Floette speed tie with the Adamant Chomp. But my jolly Annihilate went first. I tried to play like a freak and I got punished. Yeah, Annihilate is incredible here just for stopping the Trick Room setup. Here's the thing. If they want to go with... I go Floette. I have to bring in Incineroar and Basket Legion, though. The reason I'm doing this is because, like, Floette does have, like, a bad matchup into Mawile. However, I have more than enough tools to deal with the Mawile with my other Pokemon. And just stopping the Trick Room outright should be good enough. I could even go for like a coaching into my Incineroar, and that's not that bad. But yeah, there's a couple of routes here. And this also just covers for every other lead they can go for. Like, Floette's good into literally every other Mega. Mawa for Rigref, yeah, we'll just stop that setup right away. Hopefully they're Intimidate. That helped me out quite a bit. Yep, they are Intimidate. Should be going for the Iron Head in my Floette. I'll go for the Taunt into there for Rigref, and going straight into my Incineroar. I'm also Focus Sash on Annihilate, so I could do the coaching on my Incineroar. It shouldn't be that bad. Mega Evolve. Yep. We get this boost. I mean, if they decide to go for, like, Play Rough, that's not that bad. Oh, no, they just Protect. That's great for me, actually. That's incredible, matter of fact. Taunt here. And let's take inventory. Let's take inventory. What do you have exactly? Not a lot, and I really doubt the Mawile stays in here. I'm gonna go for coaching, and they have no dark type switch-ins as far as I can tell. So coaching plus Throat Chop looks really good here to just get rid of Farigiraf as they try to Sucker Punch. Sorry, buddy. You're dealing with coaching Incineroar now. All right. Yeah, no, that's just a forfeit. Cool. Let's get one more game. That was really quick. We just shut them down before they could even play the game. I love Sash Annihilate right now. I think Sash Annihilate is super underrated. Just being able to stuff Trick Room like that is really valuable for a lot of matchups. And, you know, enabling the Scolipede is also really nice while enabling Dragonite and other Pokemon. You know what I haven't played today? Rain. Do I want to play Rain? Not particularly. It's an annoying matchup, but still winnable. Like I said, Ultra Ball tier, where they think that Staraptor is the greatest Pokemon of all time. This is a Floette Dragonite lead, and the reason I say that is because while yeah, I think Tailwind's just like really nice here actually. Bring the Incineroar. Basculegion. Yeah, we'll be fine. Because if they lead off with Whimsicott Staraptor, I can just go Incineroar right away. Because switching goes before Mega Evolving. And I can just go for Dazzling Gleam. And if they don't lead off with those two, I'll be able to Tailwind up pretty well. Okay. From this position, I actually don't mind just going for Dazzling Gleam and matching the Tailwind. It's likely Oblivious Mamoswine with a Focus Sash anyway, so there's no real reason to switch in Incineroar right now. It doesn't give me a lot of value. Fairly confident Floette can take an Icicle Crash. If it even has to. There's the Tailwind. And let's see what they go for. Icicle Spear. Okay, well, that's one of the few ways that you can prevent this. Did not expect Spear of all moves. Yeah, that's one of the ways you could stop that. Getting a lot of good damage here, though. He's got his Citrus Berry. That's still in range of the next one. I can just go into my Incineroar. I can also just go Basket Legion, but I think Incineroar is a little bit better. Well, is it? I just go Basket Legion here, actually. I just click Dazzling Gleam Aqua Jet. All right. They might be Icicle Spear. They're also likely Sunny Day. I guess that's a way they could save their Mamoswine, is if they Sunny Day. Yeah, there's the Sunny Day. They're going to save the Mamoswine here. Knockoff. Oh my god, what a freak. Okay. How bad is this? It's not that bad. Still pretty winnable. Get rid of these two Pokemon. Likely a Pyro in the back if they're doing all that. I think endgame Basket Legion is going to be really important. There's Garchomp. And Pyroar. Okay. Don't like that for one particular reason. It's because I'm not sure if Floette can tank the hit. We're going to go for Protect here. I'm going to switch in my Incineroar. And it looks like it's going to be... we're going to have to check the speed interactions between the Garchomp and the Pyroar. Because if it's Scarf Chomp, this, I think, becomes a little bit easier to play around. But if it's not, then it gets a little awkward. Hopefully it's Scarf Chomp. If it's Life Orb Chomp, it's kind of rough, actually. Get the Intimidate off. I'll be able to Calm Mind and Fake Out. Pyro protects. Okay. That's actually really good. The only thing is I don't know the Garchomp item yet. But I can Calm Mind. And it's definitely not Scarf. I can tell you that much. Is that Life Orb? Yes, it is Life Orb. Okay. How many turns of Tailwind are left? One turn left of Tailwind. This actually isn't that bad. I can Calm Mind up. And fake out the Pyroar. Garchomp protects. That's like the best case situation for me, actually. Because now I should be able to eat a hit. Because my special defense is whack. Actually whack. Go for the protect here. Attempt a parting shot. Their Tailwind's gone. Let me think. Two turns left to Harsh Sunlight. Actually, it might be a Basket Legion angle. I think it is. I think it's a Basket Legion angle. Because I go Basket Legion here, and then I get Fake Out again. Yeah, it's sack Basket Legion. Because Sunlight's going to run out, and then, like, Calm Mind Floette is just, like, incredible. Especially if they, like, try to go for an overheat to the Incineroar for some reason. They're not going to, but I get to keep my Fake Out. In all likelihood, I also probably keep my... well, it depends. We're speed tying the Garchomp because we're timid. But if we win the speed tie, I also just keep my Incineroar. Rock Slide. Alright, going to the Incineroar. Fake out Dazzling Gleam. Hopefully we keep the Incineroar. We also stall out the Sun, which is really nice. I'm pretty sure we can tank an Overheat. Last turn of Sunlight. Yep. No Tailwind either, so Fake Out into the Pyroar. Let's see if we can win the speed tie. If it even is a speed tie, it might be a little slower. Because they have to be Jolly Max speed to speed tie. Alright, let's go for it. Come on, Floette, be faster. Thank you, Floette. Alright, yeah, that should be game. Pyroar should not have the sauce required to win this. Our Sunlight fades. Let's go ahead and go for the Dazzling Gleam. Throat Chop. Not enough. Cool. All right. That was a pretty good showcase. I got to show like both modes for the team. We started off with some Scolipede, switched over to some Floette action, and you can see like the team functions pretty well into a lot of like interesting things. Wish I could have shown the rain matchup. That's probably the most problematic one, to be honest, but you know, it is what it is. Nice little 2-win streak there. All right. Not bad. Not a bad showcase at all. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to try to record another showcase while I'm visiting my girlfriend's parents. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.